This is a lesson on tabs. Like a bus stop, a tab stop has been preset in all of these documents, and the tab stops are every half inch. Now there's a line underneath the ruler. It's blue, so I like, or grayed out. You can barely see it, but there's a little line underneath here, a little one here, a little one here, every half inch. Those are tab stops, and every time I hit my tab key, it will automatically stop at the next half inch. So I'm going to turn on my show hide, and when I hit my tab key, my non-printing character is an arrow, and it stopped at the half inch. So every time I hit it, it stops at the next half inch. It's predetermined, kind of like the bus stops are predetermined in the city. Now, when you're typing something, you can count on that. If I want something centered, I center it. If I want it right aligned, I right align it. But sometimes I want part of the text on the left-hand side, and I want another part of the text somewhere else. So let's say you were doing a menu. You can have, let's say, for lunch, and then I use my tab key 4 times, and I can say, okay, I got a hot dog. Now when I hit enter, I can hit my tab key again 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know that it's going to line up automatically. This is much, much better than using your space bar. You should never hit your space bar more than twice. If you do, you're making a mistake. Your tab key will never let you down. Your space bar will, because if you're using a font here, and then you change the font, the new font might be fatter than the other font, and your spaces won't line up, whereas your tabs will always line up because they're programmed to start at the next half inch. Now, more on tabs. I have a different document open here. Here's another example of tabs. I just did that one there. Okay. Here's another example where you want something on the left-hand side, something in the middle, and something on the right. I don't have a whole bunch of spaces set up here. I used tabs, and I'll show you how I did this. First of all, this is your little button for tabs, how you can change the type of tab you get. This is your standard tab called a left tab. Now, it's this shape not because it's an L, because it's telling you if I set a tab using this button, it will stop, it'll start wherever this line is, and the text is going to go to the right. So if I come down here to the end of my document, and I'm going to set a tab, let's say at 2 inches. What I've just done by clicking here, I've overridden the existing tabs. So these tab stops are gone now, which means if I hit tab once, it'll automatically stop at the 2-inch mark, and anything I type will automatically go towards the right. So this little symbol here almost should have an arrow on the end of it saying that I'm going to start here and I'm going to go that way. So that's a left tab, and I set a left tab for this paragraph right here. I'm going to remove it. You remove a tab by simply clicking and dragging it off. Now, I'm going to set a right tab instead. I'll set it right here at 3 inches. Now when I type, I'm just going to delete tab that as well. So now when I tab into that spot, anything I type will actually go the other way. It's going to the right. When would you use this? That's what I use for this here. Okay. If I bring you into this paragraph, you'll see that I have a right tab at the end. And when I got here, when I started typing this, it went that way. There was no risk of it falling off the page. So that's a right tab. And then a center tab will go both ways. And that's what I used here. Don't confuse centering something with center tab. The only time you'll use center tab is when you want something on the left, something in the middle, and something on the right. Okay? We don't use spacebar for that. We use center tab. So here, I'm just going to set one for you. I'll get rid of the existing tab. I'm just dragging it off. And I'm going to set a center tab right here. I'm going to tab in. And when I type, you'll see that it's going both ways. It's centered on this line. So it's starting here and it's going out both ways, one at a time in an equal way. So those are the 3 different tabs that we'll be using on a regular basis. Don't use your space bar. When you want two things on the same line, like we do here, tab is what you need to use. So you'll type the first thing and then you'll tab it over. Simply placing a tab somewhere doesn't make the text go there automatically. So if I set a tab, let's say at a regular left tab, if I set it at 2 inches and I start typing, it's not going to start typing here. It's going to start typing here. But if I want it to go there, I'll hit my tab key, then it goes there, and now I can type my next item. The last thing, because I've just created this tab in this paragraph, and that's my last paragraph on this document, if I hit enter now, my new paragraph is still going to have that tab. So if you set your tab before you start, it will follow you all the way down. If you set it after you've started, you're only going to be setting a tab for that specific paragraph. If you want to see a list of your tabs, like here, I can see that I have a center tab at 3 1/8 maybe, and a right tab at almost 6 1/2. If you want to see the actual list, you can go to Paragraph, Tabs, and it's telling me that I got a center tab at 3 0.13, and I've got a right tab at 6:44. If you wanted to clear them all, you'd be able to clear them all here as well.